I think the best way to describe the Star Wars expanded universe is that it is a maze. From the outside, it looks massive, impressive, super complex and convoluted. It looks like it is too much work to get into, too impossible to make sense of. But once you're inside, you realize that is far from the truth. It wasn't always like this. The maze wasn't built in a day. Sure, it came into existence through one man's vision. There weren't many corridors and halls to traverse back then, and you couldn't get far without encountering a locked door. But slowly, one by one, the other architects of the maze gave us the keys to unlock new areas. Through them we discovered the maze was not as simple as we had thought, but was immensely complex, but all interconnected. Every great chamber in the maze has countless paths to get there. You didn't need to follow them all, but if you did, you'd get a greater appreciation for its beauty. Every now and then a new chamber would be unlocked, and you'd traverse it, thinking there's no way it could possibly still be the same maze, but you'd always find the connections. There was beauty in the hallways, the twists and turns, and even the corridors themselves. And even if one or more of the architect's vision of beauty weren't to your own liking, there was always at least one whose chambers you could revisit and enjoy. True, not all of it was perfect. There were some hallways that made no sense. Some architects seemingly made no attempt to follow the work of those that came before them, as if these architects had built their own special section of the maze only for them. There were even some areas that didn't obviously connect to the others, or were completely cut off from the rest of the maze. But we could rest easy, because while the doors were locked, we knew that one day they'd be opened, and we could see how the corridors connected, and how the other architects would fix these mistakes and imperfections. But one day, the keys stopped coming. The maze had been set in stone, with entire areas still locked off, dead-end corners, with only a locked door. For some, this was good news. They had joined late, and could now explore everything the maze had to offer. But for those of us who had been following since the beginning, we had no more exploring to do, no more great chambers to experience. We know there is more. We want to see the rest of the maze, to see those final doors unlocked, not only to bask in the beauty of the completed maze, but because until those final doors are unlocked, there is no exit to this maze.